Friends, hello, man. What a day, and it is still not over yet. Once again, congratulations to everyone who's still making quite a bit of money here off DWC, Rumble, and another stock I will talk about that is attached to Trump as well. So, if you're back, thank you so much for clicking on my face again here, these videos. Obviously, I don't want to go over everything I've already said in the same spiel, but I probably will. But let's talk about some new things, what's happening here today. So two major stocks that I obviously want to talk about here is DWAC and then Rumble, RUM, ticker for that one. And I'm also going to talk about PHUN, ticker for that one. But let's start with Digital World acquisition here and kind of what's going on. So I think the most important thing to say right now, I'm recording this at 4:16. Market is wrapping up and it's kind of going ballistic here right at the end. It is not stopping. I read a comment today. Somebody left a comment and they said, "Man, Digital World hasn't even done anything today. What is this?" I'm like, not done anything. Have you even looked at the chart in the last 24 hours? Before market opening, Digital World hit $60, sold off, and then today it ran even again to $60 once again, and now we're closing at $50. So I think it's a pretty successful day in the world of trading if you are a holder of Digital World right now. Congratulations. I don't know what more can be done for you here, but I think there's more to come. With that too, obviously going to talk about Rumble, but let's stay on track here with Digital World. So today, like I said, it's early. The primary in New Hampshire has not closed. One thing that I am seeing in the media here, and listen, I'm talking as a investor here. This is strictly investor conversation here, and as an investor, I believe you're somewhat as a detective because you got to do a lot of searching and looking for clues and what could possibly happen here. Primary, it's going to be late tonight before we really hear anything, I would think. Obviously, they're promoting Nikki Haley to win New Hampshire like crazy. Every news feed I've read, they are just pushing Nikki Haley. So that makes me believe that Trump is going to come out the victor. If that were to happen, that Trump did win New Hampshire tonight, it would probably be another just gear in the situation of Digital World shooting up and stocks that are attached to Trump right now. So this could continue to jump throughout the week. We could close Friday maybe at $70. I don't know. We could close at either $40 or $70. It's just we're really just waiting for moment by moment news to break here with what's happening. And obviously, I'll go ahead and say this if anybody's new here. I made a video yesterday where I put on the thumbnail, I said Digital World acquisition / True Social when it becomes one here. We're probably looking at $500 here for this stock. Now, why would I say $500? Obviously, that is ridiculous. That sounds crazy. I realize what I'm saying. But the situation that we have here is a first. We've never seen this before. And if you've seen hype, you've seen FOMO in the market, then you've seen things get just crazy and not make sense. Like I said, this is not a GameStop situation, but it does have remnants of that situation when it comes to volume and pushing massive buy-in, massive sell-off, and then massive right back buying in. So this is probably going to last a long time, and I think Digital World here is going to be just its own rogue stock throughout the whole year. I think if the market's doing bad, say tomorrow, it's not going to matter. This thing's going to move on news of Trump, and either good or bad, it is just going to do what it wants to do. Obviously, I don't want to talk too much about. I think it's a waste of time to talk about a chart here. I think this thing is strictly just is going to keep moving. Obviously, I projected $500. That doesn't mean it's going to happen. I don't have a crystal ball to tell you that's what's happening. I'm shooting for like at the end of like November when things are going to get crazy here, and the deal actually goes through here with Digital World and True Social. This thing, we could see every primary come up here, every caucus come up here with state by state, that this stock will just move $10 to $20, maybe even $30. I mean, look at where we're at right now, and today's the New Hampshire primary. So it's hard to say. Either way, if Trump were to lose New Hampshire today, it's not like that's going to be devastating by any means, because there's some big ones coming up that we pretty much know Trump's going to just, just take. Today could be the only day where it's like maybe there'll be a sell-off tomorrow if things don't go the way, the way everybody wants them to go today for digital world acquisition holders. So we'll see. This is just a waiting game at this point into the night, into the morning. Now, saying that, like I said, I'll talk about the chart a little bit. People get so mad when I don't talk about a chart. Looking at a chart here, around, I remember it was like 12:45 today, and I was like, things are kind of quiet here. What's going on? Like, we're not really seeing much. And then 1 o'clock hit, and I was like, okay. And then just boom, it just exploded again. And it almost went right back to $60. And even after hours here, it's still moving. And it's probably going to close somewhere today after $51. If Trump does win New Hampshire tonight, I bet it'll move in after hours too. I bet this thing will continue to move. The situation we're having right now with this is that it's just fun. This is a fun situation. Investors have been waiting for something like this. We've had 2-3 years of just awful stock market. I mean, we really haven't had fun things in the market like this probably since GameStop, AMC. And I'm not even like a GameStop, AMC kind of guy. There's really weren't like things that I loved, but I love watching crazy things in the market and fun things. But like I said, this is a totally different situation. What's going on here? You're investing in a company where the president, former and maybe soon to be president of the United States, owns this company. Okay, let's talk about Rumble here real fast. And I'm just adding all these in here because they're kind of all attached to each other. If you know, you know. If you don't know, well, I'm going to kind of inform you here with what's going on here. So, Rumble. I was going to put money in Rumble Friday. I caught the news late Friday, like, hey, this is kind of the whispers of what's going on. And, if you're not on StockTwits or even Webull, the chat room there, I mean, obviously these things are full of junk too, but they do give you some good tips here and there with people that find information. I forgot to put money in Rumble Friday, but today, and I still forgot today, and like I caught it right at $6. I was like, ah. So I put in a little bit of money here on Rumble at $6 today. And the stock shot up. It looks like it's going to close at $6.50 today. Reason this stock is moving right now, to make a long story short, is that DeSantis obviously dropped out. Rumble is headquartered in Florida, which helps. And DeSantis, am I saying that right? DeSantis backed Trump. So now they're all getting along, and Rumble will more than likely become a platform of more free speech, which it is looking like it's going to. But also what's going to help with that free speech element is that they have partnered today with Barstool Sports, which is a huge company, and I think everyone here has heard of Barstool Sports, so I don't think I need to explain what that is. Have you heard of Walmart? Have you heard of Apple? Amazon? I think everybody knows what's going on there. So when it comes to numbers with Rumble, this was a weird one for me. I didn't put a ton in. I put in a few $100s just to see what was going to happen. I'm going to be just really honest with you. This is a weird situation with Rumble. I would not be surprised to see it run to like $10 to $15 within maybe this month or next month, depending on news. But this is a weird one because people are attaching it to Trump because of social media and all that. I don't know. It's a bit of a weird play. Now, am I here forever? I don't know if I'm here forever. I might be here just for a short time to like get in and get out and take my gold and go somewhere else. I don't know. This is a new play for me. We'll see. I'm just kind of catching the hype train on this right now and making a little bit of easy money. Like I said, tonight, I think if Trump does win the New Hampshire vote, more than likely this thing will shoot up to $10 tomorrow. Probably. Hopefully. Fingers crossed. The next stock here that I'm going to talk about, and friends, like, me talking about these stocks and like saying I'm involved in them, I'm investing in them, please don't take that as like you need to invest in these. Please just do your own research and your homework and really think about what you want to do. These are very risky things to be a part of. You have to understand you have to have money that you're willing just to like light on fire, because these aren't guaranteed to last. They should, from what we see, but anything's possible in this market and with what's going on right now. It's a very tricky game, and that's what this is right now. It's a game. The next stock is Is it Funware? But I've only been watching this for about 2 weeks now. But PHUN, I got in a little under 40 cents, and I've made a little bit of money so far. Nothing crazy here. But obviously this stock too is attached to Trump with media and all that stuff. I don't want to talk about it too much because I don't feel as comfortable with this stock right now. Now that I say that, it'll probably shoot up to $2 tomorrow. Who knows? But I don't feel as comfortable with it right now. I just kind of took some money and I put it in it, and just to see what's going to happen, just to kind of stay with the stock and see what's going to happen here with it. But I'll talk more about that later. But I think if you know, you know, and I don't know. I don't want to really waste time on that. So getting back to DWAC, what haven't I said? You know, obviously, watching the New Hampshire poll here, I'm on TikTok, I'm on news, I'm on everything, and they're all saying the same thing. They're all going against Trump right now. It's really fun to watch. Because they think Nikki Haley's going to pull it off. She might pull it off. After New Hampshire here, they go straight to South Carolina. Obviously, South Carolina is where Nikki Haley is from, so she thinks she will probably win South Carolina. I don't know. That doesn't mean she's going to win it just because she's from there. And I'm not talking junk about Nikki Haley, so just don't people that come on here. I'm not trying to make this like a political YouTube channel whatsoever. This is strictly stock stuff and people making money, and that's really just what we're talking about here. So back to digital world here, friends. Somebody asked me, like, what is going to be the sell-off here? What do we think is going to be the peak, the plateau? I don't know. I think if you listen to anybody that says they know, I think that's like a red flag right there. If somebody says they know what this is going to go to, and they've been doing, the stocks for 20 years, or, they got a YouTube channel that's very successful, I think that's dangerous ground to be on right now. I think that's, whether they say it's going to go to $10, they say it's going to go to $100. I think that's just, I think the safest thing to say is that you're throwing a bobber into open water with a worm attached to it, and you really don't know what's going to bite on it, where it's going to go. It's just unknown right now. Like I said, you're buying into a company right now who the freaking owner is the former president and possibly could be the new president. So when we talk about $500, when I said that, if Trump were to win in November and the deal were to go through with Digital World and Truth Social, not even talking about quarterlies, balance sheets, deals, what do you think this thing would go to? You thought GameStop was crazy? What do you think this thing's gonna do? I mean, it's gonna be the new GameStop. It's gonna be the most talked about stock. It's gonna go down in history as one of the highest volume, possibly highest price stocks that can't back up financials. And I'm not even mad about that. I'm not even I've only had a few people like, well, you're not even factoring in what they make, and how are they going to make $500 a share when they're not making X amount of money here or there? You're strictly bidding on hype and what could be, and this is turning into a FOMO game real fast. And where there's FOMO and hype, there is a lot of money. If you went through the AMC GameStop situation, you lived it, and you know what I'm talking about. A lot of people made a lot of money off of just getting into something at the right time. I do think this is going to last a lot longer, probably. And that GameStop situation, man, that lasted a long time. But I don't want to talk about GameStop anymore because this is, it's apples to oranges. This is totally different. So, friends, this video might be irrelevant tomorrow by the time New Hampshire polls are read. If you're bidding into this stock and you're a Trump fan, you want him to win. If you're not a Trump fan, but you're bidding into this stock, you still need him to win because it's just going to help him. So it's a bit of it's an interesting thing. I'll give this little story and then I'll shut up. One of my friends has a friend who's an investor, and they knew about this stock. They knew about DWAC, and they refused to put money in it, even though they were watching it ticker up, and still today, even not wanting to be a part of it. And this is somebody who's very skilled in the market. They just do not like Trump, and they refuse to put money into it. Man, there comes a part where you got to decide, are you in the stock market to make money, whether it's long-term, short-term, mid-term, whatever. People get crazy here, man. Listen, I wish everyone the best of luck. I really do mean that. I'm going to keep talking. I'll probably be talking about this every day the whole year. I mean, this is fun. It's fun. If you're an investor, it's been kind of a boring 3 years, so this is kind of fun here to watch this unfold. Friends, I really do wish all of you the best of luck. Coffee's up. It's going to be a long night into a long day. I'm hoping all these stocks run. This could get crazy. If things don't go for Trump tonight, hang in there, because we are so early into the year with so much that's already happened. God only knows what's left. Friends, I'll talk to you soon. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.